One of the biggest challenges leaders face during mergers and acquisitions is really communication, making sure that they're planning ahead for all the questions that are going to come, making sure we're anticipating well some of the concerns employees will have, that we're providing clarity and transparency as much as we can. There's a lot of work that goes into it, but when it's done well, leaders can be very successful and teams can thrive during change. One way leaders can overcome challenges really is to be honest about the things that are weird in the moment. Like, don't ignore the weirdness of a situation, acknowledging that and providing as much transparency as you can on how we intend to fix the things that are weird right now. Explaining a lot of the intentionality that's gone into the decisions that have been made. So here's our plan, here's a timeline for that, here's when these decisions will be rolled out, here's when you'll feel the impact, what it means to you, so that transparency and being authentic throughout the experience is really one of the best ways to mitigate any risk. So influential leaders within a company come in lots of different ways. Sometimes they have authority, like formal authority over others, and sometimes they're just like the unofficial mayor of the office. They can have great authority just amongst their peers, or even leading up or down any direction. And they are the people that other people look to and trust. So if they're championing the vision of the change that you're walking through, if they're bought into, I know it's painful now, but look where we're going. This is going to be really exciting. It means great things for all of us. If they're repeating that message because they actually do believe it and they have bought in, then that spreads like wildfire. And that's so reassuring, just authentically through the organization, that is really meaningful and impactful. I think honesty is really important when you're setting expectations, really acknowledging that there are some unknowns and then there are knowns. And here are the knowns. Let's talk through them. Let's get excited about them. Let's acknowledge them, all of that. Let's plan them out. And then there's some unknowns. And here's when we expect to know some of these unknowns, or here's some things that are naturally going to evolve, and we'll keep you updated on, the progress as we're, marching along through this change. So you only have one chance to make a first impression, right? So when you're communicating a merger, when the day has come where you're sharing it with the broader team, really being intentional about keeping their concerns in mind is a huge deal. Like, am I gonna have a job? What am I gonna tell my partner when I get home? What story is that? What questions are they going to have? Some of those number one concerns, making sure those have been addressed up front. And then getting into the why are we doing this? So making sure you've considered the train of thought that each different stakeholder will have as they're hearing and processing the message, and then giving them space to really vocalize any questions they have in the moment. So everyone needs a safe space. You're not going to pull people into a totally new environment to tell them there's a massive change, right? It needs to be a comfortable space. They need to hear from someone they already trust. So being really intentional and thoughtful in that launch moment is really impactful. So one of the best ways, I think, to really bring two teams together is through shared experience. As humans. So not even, of course, we're going to collaborate on tasks and projects and things like that. But then we also all like maybe Mexican food, and we're going to go out and do this thing, or we're going to play a game together and laugh at ourselves and remind each other that we're human, that we can have this, shared fun experience and positive vibes and all of that. Meals are a natural, great way to do it, but then also just having fun with games and being a little competitive with each other can be really fun. So navigating the who needs to know what when is tricky, it's complex, and it takes a lot of intentionality again. One of the key elements in it is, thinking about concentric circles. So you're thinking about the core, the people who will be impacted the most and who need to help make other decisions and get other people involved. And then, out from there, what is the next level team that needs to be involved and help make decisions and have the buy-in, and what concerns are they gonna, what blind spots are they gonna pull out. So thinking through the timing on core and then concentric circles out till you finally get to the public and everyone and clients and all the things, it just takes a moment to map it out and to have enough people in the room that you're considering all the different stakeholders involved.